At its peak, WeWork was worth $47 billion, not because it made money, because it could, or so they said.
The co-working company WeWork was considered one of the most valuable startups with a $47 billion price tag, more than Airbnb, Stripe, and SpaceX.
This is the story of how a company renting desks became a financial cult and how it nearly took Wall Street down with it.
WeWork. Of WeWork.
WeWork from all these other. WeWork isn't the only company that rents out office space.
That's exactly right. Revenue, it may have doubled to $1.8 billion, but so did its losses. They were even higher at nearly $2 billion. And while that is a huge number...
Adam Neumann didn't want to sell offices. He wanted to sell...
Never give up! Work until you drop!
Look, Adam Neumann was the founder of the Face. He was what separated WeWork from all these other. WeWork isn't the only company that rents out office space, right? The reason that WeWork has grown to be the large behemoth that it is that's in the news is because of Adam Neumann.
A movement. He pitched WeWork as a tech company that happened to rent real estate. In reality, WeWork leased long-term commercial buildings and subleased them short-term to freelancers and startups.
Basically is expected to step down as We Company's CEO, according to the Wall Street Journal. They're citing some sources, and Reuters is matching that report. He is expected to step down.
A high-risk business model. But the way Neumann told it, it was the future of human connection. And investors bought in. Especially one, SoftBank.
Details out just in the last few minutes on WeWork and SoftBank. Joining us right now on the Squawk Newsline with the latest is Maureen Farrell, IPO and capital markets reporter at the Wall Street Journal. She broke this news.
WeWork's co-founder Adam Neumann and SoftBank are nearing a settlement agreement that would entitle the former CEO to a payout of nearly $480 million for approximately 25% of his shares in the company.
SoftBank poured billions into WeWork.
Obviously, $2 billion is a big step back from $16 billion, but they've already invested $8 billion. What does this signal?
It signals that SoftBank can't do everything it wants to do.
Fueling an empire of rapid expansion. Hundreds of locations, dozens of countries. Neumann's charisma turned venture capital into rocket fuel, and every dollar raised justified more hype. Meanwhile, losses piled up. WeWork was bleeding money. Neumann spent lavishly.
WeWork said that its net losses more than doubled in Q3, $1.25 billion in Q3 versus $497 million a year ago, and this as
private jets, tequila-fueled meetings, even a school for entrepreneurial toddlers. In 2019, WeWork filed to go public.
Another tech unicorn has filed to go public. This time it is WeWork, now known as the We Company. It has announced that it has confidentially submitted its paperwork to the SEC for an IPO. This is a company that has raised some $6 billion from SoftBank.
That's when the illusion collapsed.
WeWork is gearing up for its IPO. It filed to go public Wednesday after losing $1.9 billion last year.
The IPO filings showed staggering losses, questionable governance, and Neumann cashing out hundreds of millions. He had trademarked the word "we" and charged his own company $6 million to use it. Investors fled. The IPO was pulled. Neumann was ousted.
The two new co-CEOs got together, talked about it, and I'm sure realized that they didn't have much of an option. Artie Minson and Sebastian Gunningham, they are saying in a statement, we have decided to postpone our IPO to focus on our core business, the fundamentals of which remain strong. We have every intention to operate WeWork as a public company and look forward to revisiting the public equity markets in the future.
And SoftBank. They had to bail out WeWork just to save face. WeWork went from a $47 billion unicorn to a $9 billion emergency rescue.
Now, WeWork is considering a bailout that will hand control to Japanese investment powerhouse SoftBank. The once high-flying startup may run out of cash as soon as next month.
Thousands lost jobs. The company limped forward, eventually going public via SPAC in 2021. But it never recovered. In 2023, WeWork filed for bankruptcy.
Office space rental company WeWork is hoping to rework its business after filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection.
So there we go. As expected, WeWork filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in New Jersey. So that is a story which is just breaking.
Adam Neumann walked away with over $1 billion. The rest left holding the lease.
I know you've been asked this a lot, especially by employees in this company, but just speak to it. I know you've tried to speak to it before. The idea of Adam effectively walking away with more than $1 billion after what felt like a massive failure in terms of the larger valuation of this company during the IPO process.
He's a large shareholder of the company. He was the founder, and as we do a tender to buy shares from other shareholders, he's going to have the same opportunity as any other shareholder. But to say that Adam has walked away with over $1 billion is totally false.
This wasn't just a bad business, it was a symptom of hype over honesty, vision over value, and we'll be here to break down every dollar of it. This is Backdoor Billions. Subscribe for more true stories of money, power, and the lies they tried to bury. We're just getting started.